He's on, my wayward son.
Fairfield is a word you're going to hear in the upcoming podcast of This Is True Really News.
I will?
Yes.
I'm on pins and or edge of my
Edge of my needles? Sure. In any case, please like, subscribe, and follow This Is True Really News.
Where
help your friends to do the same.
That's right.
Just sign them up when you're at their house.
Actually, if you know someone who's a grammar phobe,
send them here.
Oh, we'll drive them crazy.
This is True Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
Believe it or don't, in the wiggle of a nose, remember Bewitched?
Mm-hmm.
Can you do the nose wiggle?
No.
I can't either.
Cannot.
I want to know how Elizabeth Montgomery. So here's this beautiful young woman, very talented. And my thought is, how the hell do you do that wiggle of the nose thing? Anyway, from Salem, Massachusetts, in the wiggle of a nose, a man covered the Bewitched statue with red paint, say the police. Witnesses called the cops about 5 o'clock to report someone spray painting the bronze statue. Captain John Burke said the statue depicts actor Liz Montgomery as the lead character, Samantha Stevens, in the 1970s sitcom Bewitched, sitting on her broomstick in front of a crescent moon. If you ever seen the show, it's right in the opening.
Yeah, always.
An officer in the area spotted a man fitting the description of the vandal. Savage? Oh, sorry, DC reference.
Savage Vandal.
And after, Vandal Savage is a beast. He might be one of the best all-time bad guys ever.
Cool.
Even better than Ra's al Ghul. Anyway, where was I? Description of the Vandal Savage. And after a brief chase, I see where we went off. And after a brief chase, arrested a 32-year-old resident on charges of defacing property, resisting arrest, and disorderly conduct. There's still no real word on the motivation. Salem Mayor Kim Driscoll tweeted, in between meetings, was disappointed to hear the Bewitched Samantha statue downtown was vandalized. I am grateful to the Salem police for their quick work apprehending the individual. We'll work to get the statue cleaned as fast as a twitch of Samantha's nose. Red paint on the upper half of the statue has already been cleaned off, said the mayor. The statue was erected in the city famous for the 1692 witch trials in 2005.
Wow, that took them a while to get done, didn't it?
Yeah.
Because Elizabeth died, of cancer when?
80s? I want to say 80s, early 90s at the latest.
Okay, yeah. She's been gone for a while.
There are, of course, those who still feel the Bewitched statue trivializes the tragedy of the trials. That's why I told you earlier I was looking up Salem witch trial stuff.
Yeah.
Because, you're right. You know what? It was a tragedy. But it's not the Holocaust we're led to believe on movies, right, TV shows, and fanatics.
Yes.
And they weren't all women.
Correct.
So apparently they didn't quite understand the differentiation between witches and warlocks. Well, it was 1692. How bright. We all know that people get smarter as time goes on.
Right. As proof of that.
Of what?
People getting smarter as we go on?
Well, that doesn't happen.
People's Bank in Fairfield, Connecticut received an unusual phone call the other day.
Okay.
Someone called in to place an order for money. $100,000 in large bills, or there would be a bloodbath.
Oh, they requesting money. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I thought maybe they were giving it away. I didn't. Hi, I'd like...
The employee hung up the phone and called 911 while the bank initiated a lockdown. Apparently, the caller's accomplice was already in the bank, handing a similar note to a teller. They really should coordinate these things.
Why do they always leave pen out of these things?
Penn and Teller. Cute joke.
Thanks.
After collecting about 900...
Did you see Teller on the Big Bang Theory way back when?
No, I never did.
You realize, Ben, it's like almost 5 years now since that show's been off the air.
Is that true? Anne just loved that show.
I still do. Lives forever on HBO Max, or at least for now.
After collecting about $900, the suspect politely asked to be let out of the bank. Could you let me out of the bank, please?
Excuse me. Could you open that door for me, please?
He left the bank and ran straight into a police officer.
Well, now there's a coincidence.
He then tried to run to a car where the other suspect was waiting, I suppose with a cell phone in his hand.
Or something.
Both were arrested without incident. Police identified one suspect as Albert Bailey, 27, of Bridgeport, Connecticut. The other suspect's a juvenile. The two...
Well, that would make... I can understand the juvenile.
Right. The two are charged with first-degree robbery and threatening in the first degree. And by the way, Bailey's out on probation for another bank holdup several years ago. Oh, one more thing. The robbers insisted that the money waiting for them not be put in a dye pack.
Well, I mean, that would only be right.
Their wishes were not followed.
They actually put the dye pack in the money, morons.
Loaded in dye when one of the suspects threw it to the ground.
Blue or red?
Doggone it.
I'm beginning to like the blue a little better than the red.
Vince?
April 18th was a tough day for Franklin County, Florida Sheriff A.J. Smith. See if you've had one of these days. Miami Herald reported that his deputies were conducting a controlled buy that day that involved Smith's 38-year-old daughter, Kristen Kent, who was charged with trafficking meth.
Ooh.
The sheriff, whose office features a sign saying, "We don't meth around," admitted the case hit him right in the face. When his deputies arrested a different woman for trafficking, she told them she'd gotten the drugs from Kent. "My daughter?" he asked. "Yes, sir." "Oh, that's not the answer you want to hear." Right. He called it gut-wrenching. Still, he said Kent would receive the same treatment he recommends for others who are caught up in meth's effects. "Methamphetamine does not discriminate, and neither do we," he said. Plus, she is grounded for the next 2 weeks.
Well, it's nice to know he's not going easy on her.
See?
Restaurants strike back.
I wonder if that counts. Does that count as jail time served?
It might. Well, it's going to be uncomfortable.
And if she doesn't have the same last name, does that mean that maybe she's married already? Where's the husband in all this? Good God, man, keep hold of your woman.
Oh boy. Let's move right along.
Thanks for just slowing up there. That helped.
Restaurants striking back.
Here, look, stupid said something. Listen to this. Now we'll go.
This is the absolute.
What are we?
Restaurants are striking back at people who give them bad
reviews. The review things. Yeah.
This is the absolute worst place on the strip. One man at this establishment denied me my food on multiple occasions. He was absolutely, completely unreasonable and rude. He tackled my friend to the ground after she asked to get another portion of chips. Definitely do not go here, as you will be both denied your food and you will have zero compensation and no food. Response from the owner: "We have everything on CCTV. You are lying. We will forward the link with video of proof. Quit drinking. You can't handle it. Thank you."
That had to be Great Britain.
Oh, yeah.
The understatement there is ghastly good.
"Happy with my takeaway. I telephoned and collected it. Tasty food, not a bad price. Friendly and COVID-safe service."
Okay.
Owner of Hong Kong Garden says, "It's not COVID safe. 3 of our people have COVID."
Might have wanted to just let that one go, dude.
It's overpriced and very limited kind of Chinese menu. I have been to Cambodia. Cambodia?
I'm seeing a problem here.
I have been to Cambodia. Oh, yeah. The food is nothing like it there. "Hi, Erica. Thank you for your curious review. There's nothing we like better than when tourists lecture us on the authenticity of our food. I have been to Cambodia." Really? My wife is Cambodian, has been cooking Cambodian food all her life, and employs a number of Cambodian chefs. It's nothing like Chinese food, as anybody with any understanding of Asian cuisine would know. Also, and I love this.
Isn't all Asian food Chinese?
Is every soft drink a Coke?
Yes. Well, in the South.
Yeah, exactly. But this is what I love. This restaurant owner takes the time to pop a little commercial in. Also, our prices are very reasonable considering our food is cooked fresh using quality ingredients.
Attaboy.
Don't miss that opportunity, dude. That's fantastic. 1 star just for their attitude.
They
Response
have a
from
good
the owner-
attitude and got the star? Or what? I don't.
It's just for their attitude. Response from the owner: your surname speaks for itself. The patron is George Complainer.
A bingo.
And finally,
Could have been Phil Weiner, I suppose.
the pizza was literally a tomato puree smothered all over the base and cheese on top. My 5-year-old has refused to eat it. Never again will I order pizza from this place. Owner replies, margarita pizza is cheese and tomato. It's hard to argue with that logic.
We are a
Wildly.
stupid species.
This is true, really news. Send email to titr@netradio.network.